What's going on, everybody? Welcome back with another video. Today we're going to talk about why the hell would you buy Pulse, and more importantly, when to buy Pulse. Before we go into the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and give this video a huge thumbs up. Thank you, by the way. I am very thankful for all of you, my lovely subscribers who are out there walking around on planet Earth right now. They are walking on the right path to build their financial freedom with cryptocurrency. And also, make sure to follow me on TCP Crypto, where I drop notification news charts every single day. You don't want to miss out at all. So without further ado, let's go into the video. So Pulsechain, PLS, that's the symbol of Pulsechain. When to buy PLS. But before you even start with that question, let's start with why the hell would anyone wants to buy Pulsechain? What is Pulsechain? Right quickly, Pulsechain is a fork of Ethereum that is going to be 10 times better, 10 times faster, 10 times cheaper, and also 10 times more scalable, if not more. My words, right? So you want to buy it simply because it has an amazing community. You can Google it, you can search it, you can follow us on Twitter. We are an amazing community. All started with Hex, and now it's Pulsechain, and recently it's Pulsex. They are all going to be a cohesive environment where all believers in cryptocurrency and financial freedoms are come together in order to make wonders. Okay, enough of that. And also, if you want to get something that's guarantee 100x, 1000x, God knows, maybe 10,000x, you want to be on one of these, Pulsechain or Pulsex, right? Now, Pulsex being a Uniswap fork that is going to be living on the Pulsechain, right? All right, so that's why Pulsechain is important for you to understand. It is the best opportunity in the crypto market, in the whole crypto market in 2022. Mark my words. You can revisit this video 6 years from now and you will be thanking me. All right. Now, when to buy Pulse? The door was open to the sacrifice phase for Pulse. Back then, if you have sacrificed $1, you would have got 10,000 Pulse. Now, since the launch of Pulsechain is near and the sacrifice phase is over, there is only one way for you to buy Pulse, which is on the market when Pulsechain goes live. You can't buy it. I know there are a couple of things out there right now telling you to claim your Pulse. They're only on testnet. They're worthless. Zero. See that? Zero. They're worthless, my friends. They're worthless, right? So what you need to do is only one way left for you to buy some Pulse to get your hands on this next Ethereum, right? When the market actually opens for Pulsechain, when Pulsechain goes live, when the mainnet comes out, when the mainnet goes live, right? Would it be expensive at launch? Yes and no. No one knows. But hypothetically, when we do comparison for Ethereum, for Binance, for Polygon, for AVAX, all of these layer 1 projects, when they go live, you expect 5, 10, sometimes 20x right at the launch. I have so many videos on the price predictions. I'm going to put them down there. You go there, watch them, so you will have some sort of expectation of what's going to happen. However, a project of this magnitude, you expect to do amazingly well, especially if it's a fork of Ethereum. And by the way, Pulsechain is not only forking Ethereum code. No, it's forking the entire environment. So it's copying every single thing on the Ethereum network. All the projects, all the DeFis, all the ticker symbols, everything. This has never been attempted before, right? So that's why this, ladies and gentlemen, you are staring on probably your best millionaire opportunity for the decade to come. That is it, right? Now, what if I tell you that you can get Pulse at around the sacrifice phase or even lower, right? Who doesn't want that, right? We want to get Pulse at the sacrifice price, which is $1 equals 10,000 Pulse. or maybe lower? Would you be interested? If you are, hit the like button. Make sure to smash that like button. Follow me on Twitter and also share the video. Let's go. We have two ways of getting some Pulse at a discount. Number one, what we can do, we can sacrifice for Pulsex now, since Pulsex sacrifice is still going, and swap it for Pulse later at a 1-to-1 ratio, or even if it's a 1-to-2 ratio, but I'm not recommending this. I'm not advocating for this. But keep in mind, 1-to-2 ratio is still cheaper than it may end up being down the road. Your best bet is to get it at 1-to-1 ratio. 1-to-1 ratio, right? Maybe maximum 1-to-2 ratio. So all of what I'm doing here in my recent videos, I'm going deeper and deeper in these projects because I want to help people. I want to help you, my lovely subscribers, and you there, my potential lovely subscribers who are watching this video. I want to help you seeing all the scenarios in front of you, and you will be deciding which one is better so you can prepare yourself making the right investment decision. All right, so let's continue. What is the other option that we have? What is the other way that we have? So we understand TCP. Tell us now. We understand that we can go right now, sacrifice for Pulsex token, get some initial quantity of Pulsex, and when Pulsechain goes live, we can swap that Pulsex token for Pulse token. Now we understand that. Now that's number one. What is number two? Let me show you. Number two, what we can do is that we can wait. Listen to me. Patience always pays off. Just wait. We can wait for Pulse token to have its first dip. My theory is that Pulse token will dip below the sacrifice price when the paper hands, right, and whales decide to realize some of their gains. Now, let me decipher this for you, because I know, a lot of people will say, come on, bro, it go below the sacrifice price. Yes, there's a huge opportunity for Pulse to go dip below its sacrifice price. Keep that in mind. So when that happens, now you have a great opportunity to enter and establish your great 2, 3, 4, 6 years position. You're just scooping up, baby. Scooping up as many as you can. Don't leave them there. Just dry the river, dry the oasis. Just go there, scoop as many as you can. Now, when that dip may happen, I have my theory, but I'm working the numbers behind the scene. However, I believe that we will see an initial dip, right? Very, very, very soon from the launch phase. So prepare yourself. So if you can't get the pre-bridging, right, ratio 1-to-1, and you can swap your Pulsex that you just got during the sacrifice phase, which is still on. If you can't get 1-to-1 ratio, then you need to wait. If you really want to get some Pulse, right, you can get it even if it's 1-to-2 ratio, but I'm not recommending it, right? At the end of the day, this is not a financial advice. Do whatever you want with your money. In this case, you may have a small window to buy some Pulse below the sacrifice price, which was actually one. Let me add a 1 here. All right, so it was 0.301. Keep in mind that this will happen in Pulse first dip, and we will never ever see it again. If this actually happens, the dip where Pulse goes below the sacrifice price, it only happens in the first dip. So the first dip, I call it the first dip. So it may take actually 2, 3, 4 dips on the upper side, and then boom. That first dip only gonna happen at first when it's launched. I don't know if it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month. However, you need to understand that it only happens once. And if you are lucky to catch it, round of applause, my man. If you don't, then that's it. From there on, Pulse will go up to the right. right? Because remember, the whole thing, the whole psychology behind this, some of the whales who already established their position in Pulse will actually start selling some or maybe quite sizable bags at 10 to 15, maybe to 20x mark. So whenever Pulse goes to 10, 15, 20x mark, they will sell. They want to realize their unrealized gains, right? And with that comes the paper hands. Paper hands, as soon as they see that major sharp dip, they will sell as well, and that will trickle down to even lower price. This will only happen once, only during its launch phase, maybe in weeks, maybe in months. However, it will happen. Why these whales will sell? Because they want to rebuy it. And that, for the whales, it's very actually profitable, because then they will actually rebuy it at the very bottom, below their sacrifice price. So they're making double the money, right? To conclude, if you have some Pulse, congratulations, you're in good situation. If you already sacrificed for Pulse, that's a wonderful thing. If you are not, if you miss Pulse sacrifice phase, you have the Pulsex. You go get your Pulsex right now, establish a nice position where you can swap it. If it's 1-to-1 ratio, if not, just keep waiting for that dip, because it will dip. How far, how fast? I'm making the numbers, and probably going to make another video on that. But thank you so much if you stayed until now. Make sure to hit the like, hit the bell, hit the notification button, and share the video, and follow me on Twitter at TCP Crypto. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Stay hard.